Hi, welcome to the Gamesplainer. I'm Jeff the Gamesplainer, and today I'm gamesplaining Rajas of the Ganges, the Dice Charmers. So this is the dice version of Rajas of the Ganges. I have done a gamesplain of the original game, and so I'm now doing the gamesplain of the dice version. I quite appreciate this. I think this one plays a lot faster than the original, and that's really what dice versions of games are supposed to do, is just play a little bit smaller, a little bit faster. The idea of this one is the person who is rolling, or the first player, rolls, selects one of the dice. The dice have different colors, so there's pairs of colors. So whichever color that person chooses, the other one goes onto the back of an elephant so no one else can touch it, and then everyone else will choose a die from the ones that are left. If you're playing a two-player game, it'll come around, you'll get two out of each roll for each player. What you're doing is you've got the same idea of different areas of the board are manipulated by the different dice. So each area of the board has a different color on it, which matches a die. You can come from your home to through a path, like on a corner or on a straight. That's absolutely fine. There's dice that have halves, so if you've got a straight going through a spot, you can use the halves to go to the other locations that you could have possibly gone to. All these things are good. When you go across something, you'll get some points for that. So that's your popularity points. Come down one side of the sheet and back up the other side. There are spots where you are going to make money, and that is coming down the other side and back up. The game goes until someone crosses those two paths. It doesn't matter where they cross, but at some point someone will cross those two paths, and that will be the end of the game. You finish that round. If more than one person has crossed paths, you see who has gone the furthest past each other to work out who the winner is. And that's really the game. That's the same end game positioning as the board game. I find that this one plays a lot easier than the board game. I find in the board game, I just ignore the river way of playing. So with the river, when you move the boat along the river and you get the stuff. With the dice version, there is a river as well, and there are little icons to show you different spots, but each icon only appears 3 times. So if you're standing on one icon and you get the same icon on a die, you're going to go a really far distance down the river to get to that icon. So what I found is I tend to not use the river dice that much in this game either, just like in the original version. The heads are different on each die that is available, but they give benefits or bonuses on the rest of the page whenever you do it, but they're only available 3 times, and that's whether you take it off the die or off bonus spots. And so finding that manipulation between which way to go is really important. When you've finished off all 3 faces on a die, you get a benefit. And what I found is with this game, especially as you get further into the game, you'll probably get this thing which gives you a benefit, and you'll do that, and that will give you another benefit. You do this and that'll give you another, and finding ways to manipulate that, like some of your turns could go quite some time simply by just taking the benefit upon the benefit upon the benefit. And it's such an important thing to kind of understand and push towards. And that's the same with pretty much most of the dice games I've come across. You want to get the benefits as often as possible, or to take your turns as long as possible by getting those benefits many, many times. Because the more often you do that, the further ahead that pushes you, and the easier it is for you to come to a winning position. So look, I think that's enough about Rajas of the Ganges, the Dice Charmers. I will leave it there. If you have any comments or suggestions, please write them below. If you have any games that you would like to be gamesplained, please shoot me an email to thegamesplainer@gmail.com. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter @thegamesplainer to keep up to date with the games I'm playing. Subscribe to my videos to keep up to date with the games that I'm gamesplaining. And until next time, enjoy gaming.